So today I want to speak about follow through and taking action, which is really important because we are all extremely creative beings. And in order to create consciously what is true to us, what we really want from a higher perspective, instead of being pulled through life, influenced by our ego, our surroundings telling us what we should be doing or what we are capable of doing, and really being pulled through life without really getting where we consciously want to go. It's just a passive experience to life. So that this is not happening, we need goals. That's the most important thing. We need an intention, and it's not just about any goals, but it's about true goals. And what do I mean with true goals? True goals are not money or material stuff or even a relationship for the sake of like getting love. Yeah? Those are not true goals. Yeah? True goals are goals which really help you expand your being, which take you in a sense beyond your comfort zone. And again, it's not about riches or material stuff, but yeah, life is really about learning, expanding, growth, and then also giving back at some point. So it's really important to have this as a context when we speak about goals or an intention. It's not about money, but it's about growth. Let's call it that way. So once we have goals, and that's not the topic of this video here, once we have goals and a conscious intention, it's really important to understand mechanics behind, let's call it creating or following through on our goals and actually getting to our goals, because just having a goal doesn't mean we actually get there, because there are some mechanisms at play here, and that's what I want to talk about today. It's really important, really important to understand that following through and taking action is not the same as, for example, being busy. Yeah. And if we have a goal which is outside our comfort zone, otherwise there would not be growth. Yeah. So it's outside our comfort zone. So given that situation, we start working toward that goals, and at some point we are about to leave that comfort zone, right? So what is happening at that time? We are usually confronted with our limiting beliefs, our compensating tendencies, because to our mind, going beyond the comfort zone is really a scary thing to do. So once we're approaching that barrier, like we're about to go beyond the comfort zone, our psyche, our mind activates the defense mechanisms to keep us safe, no? And that's really important to understand. So what are the defense mechanisms in a nutshell? It's doubt, it's fear, it's really our compensating tendencies for our limiting beliefs, and each one of us has them in a different way, different compensating tendencies. So some of us, they are extremely busy, they're working hard, they always like busy working, thinking, believing they're working towards that goal that they have defined, but not realizing that they're just busy with inessential stuff, which is not really taking them towards that goal. Being distracted in a nutshell, kind of like turning circles, and what happens? You're staying within the comfort zone, without even noticing. You believe you're kind of approaching, working towards that goal, but what's really happening? You're just busy busy with stuff which is not really helping you towards progressing to that goal. So another expression of compensating tendencies could be that you're kind of working towards that goal, and once you keep that, you reach that threshold or the comfort zone, you're paralyzed. You're not doing anything. You're stressed. You're fearful. You kind of you cannot even work anymore. Because you're confronted with fear, and in that situation, you might even believe that the goal you set out to go for is not true to you anymore. Because in that situation, it's perceived not realistic. It's perceived not relevant, and your mind might tell you, wait a minute, like anyway, we don't need that goal, like whatever, like just drop it. I think we should go for that one. And so you come to the realization, no, this is where I want to go. Actually, the other goal is not true to me. So you start working towards that goal, and once you keep again, like you're kind of like approaching that threshold where you're about to venture into the unknown, it happens again. It's the same story again. Your mind tells you, your psyche tells you, oh, wait a minute, like this is not like, like it's like seems not relevant, or so, like it's not necessary. I think this is true. And so that's another example of a compensating tendency. So you're kind of like doing zigzag through life, not getting anywhere close. And to give you an example of like how that could look like, I mean, also doing this video here is a perfect example, because let me think back, like 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, I was extremely shy and insecure to speak in camera. So I believe 1.5 years ago, I started doing videos, publishing them. And I thought like, hey, I want to share what I'm discovering with others. So that was my intention. That was my goal. So I started doing that for a couple of days, publishing little videos, 1-2 minutes or so. I believe it was it was in the context of a public speaking challenge. It was with a group of people, and we were supposed to post public videos for around 90 days. It was a 90-day public speaking challenge. And so it started quite well. I was excited. Hey, this is so cool. I'm publishing here my little videos. I'm enjoying this. And on the 6th, 7th day, that was really kind of like I was challenging my perception of what I'm capable or not. So coming back to kind of goal, it was far beyond my comfort zone. It was not what I believed I was able to do or capable, or even that someone would care about my videos. And on the 7th, 8th day, suddenly a lot of fear, a lot of doubts arising. And I started thinking, hey, wait a minute, what I'm doing here, this is stupid, this is ridiculous. With my stupid little videos, I'm not a talker anyway. This does not feel true to me. I should stop this anyway. Like, what I'm like, this is nonsense. I should do something serious, something real. I shouldn't do like this stupid videos here. That was my psyche coming into play. Compensating tendencies, like trying to keep me where I was, leading me to another goal, like being busy, doing some serious work, instead of like wasting my time with this. In any way, like I'm not a speaker. So that was the mind talk. And luckily I knew about this context. I knew how the psyche at times comes like to keep you safe. It's not a bad thing. And what did I do? I continued posting my videos, but it didn't feel good. Yeah, but I kept doing, because like I set out to, yeah, to train my speaking abilities, and I knew this goal was true to me, if you want to call it that way. And in that moment, like experiencing this fear and this doubt, it didn't feel true at all. Yeah, it didn't feel true. But kept my orientation, and if you want to call it that way, I followed through. So I kept every day. I kept doing a little video, not a big thing. And 3-4 days later, yeah, the fear and the doubt faded away, and it was fun again. It was kind of like pushing through that threshold, yeah, of the comfort zone and expanding, yeah. And that's what the point of this video is about, yeah. To become aware of your compensating tendencies, become aware of your weakness in relation to follow through. Like, what is your pattern, yeah, to possibly keep you busy, yeah, in inessential activities, or doubts, fear telling you that what you're about to go doesn't make sense, yeah. So this video is about highlighting that, bringing that to your awareness, that there's a mechanism at play always. Our psyche wants to protect us where we are right now. And if we have goals outside that comfort zone, by definition, we will trigger that defense system. Yeah. So I invite you to think about, write about, what do you think your weakness in relation to follow through is. And I'm looking forward to read about it in the comments to this video. That's it for today.